Okay, we are officially in April. Thank you guys for coming on the team call. I am so freaking excited for everything that's happening. We are in complete momentum mode in this business. And if you haven't felt it up until this point, get ready, buckle up. It's about to get serious, because anyone that's been around for longer than a couple of weeks knows that when they start changing the compensation plan, they're getting serious. And this week, Younique changed the compensation plan to our benefit. They applied bonuses for all promotions above yellow status. So pink, blue, green, orange, purple, and black all now have promotion bonuses or advancement bonuses, whatever you want to call it. That is going to be huge for some of you, because that lasts for 4 months. Let's just say you decided to promote 3 times in the next 4 months. I've known girls to do it. I've known girls that went pink in January, blue in February, and green in March. I watched it happen. I know it can be done. So if you're someone that is thinking you're ready to run in your business, there has never been a better time. Because let's just say your yellow status right now, maybe even brand new. If you put the pedal, your foot on the pedal, on the gas pedal, you're going to go. That's how it works. You're just going to go. The moment you start pushing the gas pedal, you start accelerating. And this is the only kind of business model where you are directly paid for your effort, not for how long you've been in the business, not for who you know that's above you, not for how many years of your degree that you have that you can tout. You are directly paid for your level of effort. That's it. So if you think right now in your mind, I could be green status, I believe you, and I'm going to run with you until you get there. And I've seen girls do it in 2 or 3 months within joining of this business. So whether you've been in this business for a year or 2, or you've been in this business for a week or 2, I want you to know that the world is your oyster, and you can have all the things that you want in this business if you are willing to put forth the level of effort that it takes to get there. Green status right now, if you were to promote this month to green status, on top of, let me think, my regular green status bonus is probably $800, just green status. Then you get the car bonus. That's another $250. Then you get your fast start bonus, which if you're new, everybody's going to be in their fast start period. So that's another 10%. So that's flexible. And then you get your $700 promotion bonus. $1,500 easily. So if you're sitting here thinking, I don't know how I'm going to pay my bills, can you pay my bills? Can you pay my telephone bills? Can you pay my automobiles? This is how you do it. This is the only method that you are in complete control of. Every other business, someone else is in charge of you. In this situation, right here, right now, you have complete control. Get into the driver's seat of your life and start manifesting the income and the promotions and the lifestyle that you know you've been dreaming of. It's time to stop playing small. It's time to stop being our own worst enemy. And it's time to start walking in our purpose and showing up as our best self. And each one of you deep down knows that you have a best self. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. You wouldn't have clicked join if somewhere deep down inside of you, you didn't believe that you could. And I'm here to reinforce that. This entire team is here to reinforce that you can and you will if you apply yourself properly. Okay? So, a couple of things are happening right now in our business. We have started doing these opportunity calls, and I just want to reinforce what we're focusing on for the month of April is growing. You cannot get black status by yourself. So if you are thinking you want to even get to green status, you can't do it by yourself. So the key here is growing a team. How do you grow a team? You want to start plugging into the system. And I posted a live earlier this week about running the bases and allowing yourself an opportunity to get small wins along the way. First base, second base, third base. These are ways that you break down a big goal, which is getting someone to join your team, into small advancements that feel like you are progressing along the path. If you plug someone in to the basis system and you just start flipping those cards, 1, 2, 3, keep putting them in, beating them through, you're going to start growing in ways that you never dreamed that you could. So this opportunity call, the next one is next Wednesday, April the 8th. That's the 8th, 9:00 p.m. Eastern time. So I know Susan and a couple others, Teresa, are on the West Coast. It's 9 p.m. Eastern. I am hosting that one. So this is beneficial to all of you because it allows you to say, that's our leader. My leader is doing this. And there's a couple other ladies on this team that will also be speaking and be highlighted on that video. And you can say, that's someone else on this team. It just adds an additional level of credibility, an additional way to speak about the sisterhood, about the opportunities, about what is really happening on this side of the fence. Because right now, everyone that you've talked to up until this point is sitting on the other side of the fence. Our entire focus is to get them over the fence. And I think this method is going to help you be more successful in that process. So in addition to that process, I wanted to have April come on because April went through Fraser Brooks' Blitzing Funnel Training Program. She compiled her notes. She made a slide deck for you guys, and she's going to explain to you Fraser Brooks's methodology to funneling people into your business to grow a little bit deeper. Fraser Brooks is somebody that I actually got to see speak in person. I know a couple other people did as well. I think Sherry did and maybe Holly too. We were all together at convention last year and he was a surprise guest for the elite training. And so we all got to see him speak. He blew my freaking mind. And the way that he blew my mind specifically, I'm just going to tell you this before April takes over the controls. He said that when he was young, his parents were in network marketing. And his dad or mom, whoever it was that was like the driving force of network marketing, sat them down and asked each person in the family what their dream home and their dream life would look like. And he allowed them to contribute to the family's vision of their future. And one kid was like, well, I think that I should have double sinks. And another daughter was like, I think I should have my own bathroom. And another kid was like, I think we should have our own basketball court. I don't know what they were saying. This is just like a paraphrasing. And the dad wrote all those things down and said, we have two options. One option is to keep living the life that we're living right now in this house, in this family dynamic, with this financial future. Or I can sacrifice a couple of soccer practices and I can sacrifice maybe showing up to, you chaperone your school project. And in exchange, we're going to get this house. I cannot do any of this without all of you to buy in to what I'm working for. And they all agreed. And within 5 years, their family constructed the house that they had written down on paper 5 years ago. Okay, so this is so critical because some of you right now are using your family and using your children as the reason why you're not working this business. And that's okay if your family doesn't want you to work this business. But I will ask you, how have you bought them into it? How have you asked for them to become a part of it? My kids help me pack orders. My kids know that when I hit Black status, they're going to get a pair of shoes of their choice because that's what they asked for. They wanted shoes. I can't, whatever. Okay? So that's what they want. They want Yeezys or whatever they want. Okay? But they all have one thing that they're going to get when I go Black status. So what does that mean? When they wake up in the morning, sometimes at the end of the month, they're like, how close are you to Black status? What do you need for Black status? Oh, you're running for a promotion this month? I'm going to be extra quiet. I'm going to go do whatever. So just ask yourself, if you have solicited the engagement of your whole team is everybody that lives in your house. And the sooner you can get them all on board, the faster you're going to get to the top. Because every time you have to explain why you're working, or you have to justify why you only got McDonald's for dinner instead of making them a homemade ham. Every time you have to spend, every second you spend justifying the time that you're spending on this business is another second wasted from getting to the top. So think about ways to incorporate your entire family dynamic to your goals. All right. Don't eliminate them. Don't do this in spite of them. Do this with them and because of them. And that's how you'll get there faster. And that's all I needed to say. Fraser Brooks killed it. He is an amazing person. He's super smart, super funny, a great inspirational speaker. And April, who maintained blue status this month, this last month, has also done his training. And so I'm going to allow her to take over control and share her slide deck that she created. Hey, Autumn, how you doing, babe? And we are going to do that. Okay, spotlight video. April, you are in control. I have the hiccups because I inhaled my dinner before this and then I started talking a lot.
You disabled screen sharing.
Okay, let me see how to re-enable that. Okay. How did I disable that? Maybe because I took off your host. Okay, make host. Okay, now you can share screening. I made you a host. Do you see that little green box at the bottom again?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, so hopefully everybody can see these slides. Can everybody hear me? Yes, nod your head, yes, okay. So this is actually something that Fraser Brooks did last week on his business page as a free training, and I was home anyway, so I figured why not, and I had fun with it. I had success with it, so I figured I would type all of this up for you guys and share it with you guys. And he really based it around what is going on right now in the world with everyone being in quarantine and so much unknown out there. So the beginning is basically, he said, take notes because a short pencil is always better than a long memory. And that stuck right out to me because I have to write everything down. If I don't write something down, I'm never going to remember it. So that was one of the reasons why I actually typed this up, because I figured it'd be easier for you guys to just print it out and do it that way. So he said in network marketing, when you start the process, you're prospecting. And I looked up the definition of prospecting, and it said to search or explore or to work experimentally in order to test something's value. So when we are prospecting, we're testing the waters to see how it's going to work for us. So when you end the process, that's when you're actually marketing. So marketing is the act of buying or selling. It's the total of activities involved in the transfer of goods from the producer or seller, which is us, to the consumer or buyer, including advertising, shipping, storing, and selling. So when we start this process, you're prospecting. But when you actually reap the benefit of all the work that you're doing, that's when you're actually marketing. So he said, you must flood your feed in order to fill your funnel. And that made so much sense to me, because if you're not flooding your feed with positivity and motivation and uplifting people and living our mission, then you're never going to be able to fill your funnel, and you're never going to be able to funnel people into your business, not as customers and not as potential business partners. So you have to remember, when it comes to social media, that only active people have their algorithms boost. So you can't simply scroll social media liking posts, because that's not going to boost your algorithm. You need to be actively scrolling, liking, and commenting on other people's posts in order for them to see what you actually post. So if you're wondering, why do I not have any people on my lives? Why don't I have anybody seeing my posts? It's because you're not actively participating in other people's posts. So you have to like and comment on everything that comes across your feed. Always take something that I do with, and anybody in network marketing will tell you that money is in the messenger. But something that I do is that, so say I put up a post about this month's kudos, and I get 15 people that like my post. If they even like it, if they don't even have to love it or comment it or anything, if they like it, I will literally go into Messenger and say, thank you so much for liking my post. Are you interested in a kudos? Because what's the worst they can say? No, they're not. You know, it's not hurting me by just approaching them in Messenger. And the likelihood that that will start a conversation is a lot better. So once you, and something to keep in mind is that once you connect with somebody in Messenger, they're automatically going to see more of your posts in your lives, because it boosts your presence in their newsfeed. So the minute you connect with somebody in Messenger, they're going to start seeing your posts. They're going to start seeing your lives, and then your algorithm's going to be better. Your live audience is going to be better. Everything's going to be better. So Fraser Brooks process here, the 5-day blitz, it's a 2-part process. The first part was the social media post, and then the second part was the messenger script. So you have to do both parts in order to flood your feed and fill your funnel. So on day, so basically something that he said you could do to prepare for this 5-day challenge was to go through your friends list and then assign everybody on your friends list a 1, a 2, or a 3. So you guys know that we have to always be adding friends. You should be adding 10 to 20 friends a day, because you're never going to build a network if you don't have a network. So friends of friends of friends. Just, if you have, my go-to to determine whether I'll send somebody a friend request is if we have more than 25 people in common, I know you somehow. I don't know how I know you, but I freaking know you. And we're going to figure out how I know you, because I'm going to add you. And when you add me, I'm going to immediately go to Messenger and I'm going to say, thank you so much for adding me as a friend. We have a mutual friend in common, and I'm not sure who. Do you know who it is? Just as a opener, just as a way to cut the ice, you know, to make it a little easier. So he said that you can go through your friends list and assign everybody a number from 1 to 3. So all the ones are your warm market. They're the people that you have an established relationship with, that you can count on. In a pinch, they're your go-tos. Number 2s are your acquaintances, the people you went to high school with, the people that you've worked with at your last job or the job before that, or your first job ever. You know them somehow, your acquaintances. You don't talk every day, but you know them. And then number 3s are the people you have no relationship with, and they basically are the friends of the friends of the friends. So remember, when you start this process, that we always marry the effort and divorce the expectation. So if you make the social media post and you send the messages as expected, be very proud of that, because we're not looking for sales here. We're literally just looking to flood your feed. Okay, we want people seeing what you're posting, and we want as many people as possible to be commenting on your posts. So the first day, the social media post is, I am grateful for blank. What are you grateful for? Or you can actually, what I did on the day of this, if you guys have seen my feed, what I did on the day of this is I actually took a piece of paper, I put on the paper, I am grateful for, and then I wrote, what are you grateful for? All right, so that was the first day's post. And then the message, okay, is now you're sending these messages to your threes, to your twos or your threes. I mean, use your best judgment. It says, hey, so-and-so, I know this might sound crazy as we don't know each other well, but I'm on a mission to fill social media with love and eliminate fear. So I wanted to reach out to you and make sure you and your family are well during these troubling times. So you're not asking anybody for a sale. You're not trying to market yourself at all. You're genuinely reaching out to people that you do not have an established relationship with and telling them that you're grateful for them. You are checking on them. You want to make sure they're okay. Everybody's going through horrible emotions right now. People are scared. They are in a fear mindset. And it's nice to just know that somebody is looking out for you. And that's all you need to do. And if you can commit to send that to 20 people that are twos and threes on your friend list, then you've accomplished your goal for today. So the second social media, the day 2 social media post is, like I said, when you have you make a sign and you take a great selfie with your big old sign and a big old smile, and it says, I stay home for, and then you write what you're staying home for. And if you're still working, you're going to write, I go to work for, and then that's going to be your post. And it just says in the slide, be sure to turn your mirror image off on your phone so that people can actually read the words. And you just go into camera settings and then turn off the flipping option. And then they'll actually be able to read your sign and it won't appear backwards in your selfie. So the messenger post that goes with day 2 says, hey, so-and-so, I just wanted to reach out and make sure you and your family are good during these troubling times. I am on a mission to send love and good vibes to others. I hope this message makes you smile. And then put in a smile emoji, is all good on your end. And just leave it at that. Trust me, every person that you message now from the last 2 days that you never talked to before is now going to see your Facebook Live, is now going to see your post about the kudos. They're now going to see that you post your daily motivation and that you're a light during all of this darkness. And they're going to remember that you took the time to go out of your way to send them a message just to see how they're doing. And people are going to remember that. So day 3 it blew my mind. It totally blew my mind. And I've heard this type of training before from other people. He actually had a friend of his, Perry Sion. She is a huge Instagram influencer, and she did a training all about using the 5 Ps platform in your Facebook or Instagram story. So this is strategic social media posting in your story, because we know how big stories are right now. So what you're going to do is you're going to post each one of these in your stories in the order that I'm telling you to post it in. So before you start, she said to us on this training that she's got, she is in the beauty industry. She didn't say which company, but she is in the beauty industry. And she's got hundreds of products available through her site, whatever she does. But she talks about everything else on her wall on Instagram. This was in Instagram. She talks about every other thing in her life on her wall, but her stories are specifically for products. And that's it. She doesn't post anything else in her stories but products, because it's a constant flashing of products in people's face and people watch stories. So there's a 5P platform. So you're going to pick one product, and you guys know 4D is our jam. That's how we roll. So I based this posting schedule on the 4D mascara. So it's duplicatable and everybody can go and do this tomorrow and then throw it up in their story. So before you start, you need to choose a single product. For this demonstration, I chose 4D. And if you guys watched my stories, I did this in my stories and I got a lot of good feedback on it. And I actually sold some mascara, so I was happy about that. So your first picture is going to be of pain. That's the first P. So you're going to take a selfie with no mascara, bare lashes, and you're going to look sad about it. You're going to be like, my lashes are pitiful. And I wrote right on my slide, I'm a member of the Itty Bitty Lash Committee, to like grab people's attention. So then your second slide is going to be the problem. So like I said, I'm a member of the Itty Bitty Lash Committee. I have no length, I have no volume, I have no curl. Those are my problems. And you're going to write those in, onto your graphic. So then the next slide is going to be the product. So then you're going to take another selfie of you being so excited that you just got 4D in the mail because it's the solution to all your problems. So the next one is the proof. So you're going to do the shortest possible 10-second or less, or 10-second to 20-second, because I don't think Facebook stories allow you to go more than like maybe 16 seconds. So you're just literally going to put your 4D mascara on, or at least make it look like you're putting it on, okay? And they're gonna watch you applying it to one eye. And then you're gonna do the poll post. So the poll post is the most important. It's going to be a selfie with one eye done and one eye not done. And you're gonna put up a poll with only positive answers. So what I wrote was, looks great and need now. So my first story they saw was me crying because I'm a member of the Itty Bitty Lash Committee. My second picture was me holding up the 4D mascara, super excited because I had a solution to my problem. The third slide, the third story they saw was me putting it on my one side of my face. And then the last one was the poll. And people actually voted on the poll. Okay. So then here's the secret in the sauce. You can view your stories for 24 hours and you can see everybody that viewed it, liked it, loved it, voted on your poll, what they voted. You can see all of that information. So the messenger script is the 7 steps to close a sale. And it goes in this order. So I wrote it out in this order. First, you ask permission, then you thank them, then you do 1 to 2 benefits linking to the story, your personal testimony, what you get for your money. You always upsell with 2 different options, and then you close with what option is best for you. And I did this and I got sales. I followed it to the T. So I wrote out the script that I actually used in Messenger. So when I was able to view that story on the poll story, everybody that liked it, loved it, or voted on my poll got a message. So it said, the first message was, hey, so-and-so, I hope you're well. I saw your vote on my most recent poll about 4D mascara. Can I send you some more information? So you're asking for their permission. You're going to wait for them to say yes, and then you're going to hit them with the 7 steps to closing a sale. Thank you for wanting more info on 4D mascara. It is currently our #1 best-selling product and has even been featured in top beauty magazines. It's a 1-step nylon fiber infused mascara that will greatly enhance the volume and length of your lashes. As you saw in the photos from my stories, my lashes look so long and voluptuous. People ask me if I've got falsies all the time, but trust me, girl, no falsies needed here. For $29 plus tax and shipping, you will get this 4D fiber infused mascara that will last you 60 days minimum, or I can offer you an amazing lash trio, which includes a Steam Lash Growth Serum and Epic Lash Primer for 15% off. Which option works best for you? And that's the absolute script for Messenger on the 7 steps to closing. So then the 4th day, he said, you have two options. You can do a Facebook Live titled Dance Like No One's Watching, and then proceed to dance like nobody's watching, just to bring people joy and happiness, because we're trying to promote positivity in the world. Or you can do a Facebook Live titled 3 Top Tips for Whatever, and offer people ways to feel good. So help them in some way. So how to survive quarantine boredom, 3 top tips to survive quarantine, 3 top tips on helping your kids with their homework, 3 top tips to get some exercise while you're self-quarantined, 3 top tips for self-care, which I highly recommend, because we can throw our masks in there, we can throw some rose water in there, you know, it's limitless. Use your imagination. Sorry, my pump was going off. So then the day 4 messenger script is, and you're doing, remember, we're sending these scripts to 2s and 3s on your friends list. It's, hey, I know we don't know each other well, but I'm on a mission to find the light in all of this recent darkness. With that being said, I'm wondering if you can help me by answering a quick 2-question survey. And if they say yes, wait, then you're going to send them on a scale of 1 to 10. 1 not being very happy, and 10 the happiest you've ever been. How happy are you to be at home? And how happy are you to be going back to work when all of this is over? Okay, and then when they answer you, you're going to write down their name, you're going to write down their numbers, and then you're going to say, thank you so much, I appreciate your answering, and leave it alone. So why are we writing this down? So we're writing this down because, according to Fraser Brooks, it's a DPL system. Data, paper, later. You collect your data now, and then you use it all next month. So people who said that they were 10s to be home, the happiest they've ever been to be home, and 1s that they're going to have to go back to work when this is all over, those are the people that we want to reach out to and offer the opportunity, because we have an opportunity to allow them to stay home. And if they're happiest at home and they are dreading going back to work when this is all over, they're the people we need to reach out to. So we're going to DPL it. Data, paper, later. Name, their numbers, and that's who we're going to contact next month when we're recruiting. All right, so day 5, the social media post is take a selfie with whoever you're quarantined with, including your children, your spouse, your pets, whomever, smiling huge, and on your post you're going to write, I'm self-isolating with these guys, and I'm so grateful to spend more time with them. Show gratitude for the fact that you are home, the fact that you can work from your phone, the fact that you have network marketing in your life. People know you're a network marketer by now. They know about your business. We post about it every day. So we're just going to find the blessings. We're going to find the strawberries, Marie. We're going to find the strawberries in quarantine. And one of them should be your children, your post, your parents, your spouse. The fact that we take time with our loved ones for granted, we're going to remind the world to be grateful for. So the day 5 messenger script, you're going to reach out to, and this is part of the DPL. Okay. Today, you're going to reach out to everybody on your recruiting list that's ever told you no in the past. Okay. You're going to reach out to them and you're going to tell them exactly what this crisis is doing for you. Okay. So here's your script. And this is only to people who have told you no in the past. I'm reaching out to you because with what's going on in the world right now, I'm very focused and productive in my home-based business. I know what I do isn't a fit for you based on what you've already told me. But do you know anyone else that may be looking for a way to make some extra money from home right now that I could reach out to? If not, it's no big deal. We always take referrals. So if we already know they don't want to be a part of this business, they've made that perfectly clear and we've accepted it. And we're not asking them to be a part of our business anymore. We're asking them if they know anybody who's struggling and could possibly benefit from making money at home right now that we can reach out to. And we're going to write down their names. We're going to write down the people they refer, And when they respond, if they say no, I don't know anybody. Okay, well, I thought it was worth a shot because I have an amazing opportunity and I want to offer it to as many people right now, and keep it moving. And if they do, and they give you a name, thank you so much for the referral. I'm going to reach out to them. I'm grateful for your suggestion. So we're going to show gratitude and be grateful every single time we speak to someone, no matter what. So then the day 6, basically, he didn't have a social media post for day 6. You can just keep following this trend of being grateful and showing gratitude for whatever you want to post for day 6. But the message that we want to send on day 6 is this: we uplift, we empower, we validate. It's what we do here. And on day 6, everyone needs to write to Unique Corporate and thank them for what they're doing during this crucial time, because they are allowing us to still earn an income from home, and they need to be appreciated as well. We're giving so much love and gratitude out to the world during this whole 5-day blitz, and every day in this business, because that's what we do. We need to take 5 minutes and just shoot an email to corporate and thank them for what they're doing, because if they weren't doing what they're doing, we wouldn't be able to be home doing what we're doing. So that was basically the 5-day blitz, with all the social media posts and the messenger scripts. And I put it all in a PowerPoint that's green, because green is my next goal. And I also posted it in the Glam Squad, so y'all can print it out, have hard copies, copy and paste, whatever y'all want to do. But I say we give it a go. I don't know how much longer quarantine's going to last, but we all have 5 days that we can do this, because I'm sure it's not ending in 5 days. So thank you. That's all I got.
April, you just totally freaking killed that. That was so valuable, such amazing tips and tricks. Thank you for going through that training and then digesting it and regurgitating it for us. I have several notes. I already wrote several notes down of things that I want to do. So you didn't just teach the team, but you taught me too. So if you watched that, if you listened to that and you don't feel like there's anything that you can take away from that, then you need to go back and ask yourself why you're really even here. Because if you can't learn from every situation that you're in, then you're not open to growing. We do not know everything. We are not the subject matter experts. We are always learning, growing, and evolving into better versions of ourselves. And that will not end whether you're in Unique or whether you're not. Always be looking for the better version of yourself. And I thank you, April, for showing up for the team. I know you were nervous about this. You totally killed it. I'm super proud of you. Thank you for all of that good stuff. Before we get off of here, I would love to open it up for questions. Did you guys have any questions about what April shared? Did you have any questions about anything else that's going on in April with the rewards links or anything at all? Before we get off here, let's just ask our questions. You might have to unmute yourself.
I have a question.
Yes, Melissa.
April, thank you so much for the effort that you put into that. That was absolutely incredible. I started to take notes and then I stopped because it was so much information. So my question is, would you consider sending an email or somehow providing access to everything that you just hit on?
I actually posted the PowerPoint in the Glam Squad. It's a shared link in the Glam Squad, so everybody has access to it.
Thank you very much. I think you did a great job as well. Thanks.
Welcome. Thank you.
Nancy, one of our new pink statuses. Did you have a question?
My only question is, I'm not sure how the reward links work. Like, I mean, I set one up for myself already, and I know you could choose, like if somebody orders, they could choose the rewards link, but I don't know how it goes from there.
Does anyone want to chime in? Holly, Amber, Teresa, any of the other top leaders want to chime in on Sherry, on how those work?
I was under the impression that you could, and I think Michelle said she already did it, that she put the rewards link up for grabs on her website. So anybody can claim it. So anybody, once you start the party once you start the reward link, anybody can claim that link and use the rewards that it earns after it closes. So it doesn't have to be you. It can be, you can give it away to, like, I opened mine up to a mystery hostess. So I said that anybody who places an order in the next 10 days will get one. And I kind of like how Michelle did it, where she said she just put it out there and somebody grabbed it who she's not even familiar with. So it's kind of like opening it up to a new customer. Like, have you never tried Younique before? Here's a link for my next rewards. And then it gets assigned to her via email.
And then how long, because I haven't actually had time to process the new system yet, how long do you have to earn them rewards? Is it still 10 days?
It's still 10 days.
So it's all your sales on that link over the course of 10 days is going to still give them 10% rewards.
Correct.
That's still the same. So the only thing
none
that's
of that has
changed is that you don't have to assign the party ahead of time. You can do it
Correct.
afterwards.
Correct.
And you can open it up in a way that people can just have one, and then you decide if you want to put sales on it or not.
Correct.
So I'm just actually on here looking, and it gives you an option to have it go to you, an existing customer, or invite a new customer. So I haven't really had much time to play with it either, but I'm assuming if you hit invite new customer, I guess they can go in and claim it that way. I don't know.
I think what Michelle did, Michelle's a blue status on this team, you guys. She posted a link that said whoever claims this. I think the link that she posted is that invite someone to host. So if you posted that, technically anybody that clicks that link is gonna think that they're the one that's claiming it, because it's an open-ended party
Yep.
or rewards link. So you could do exactly what Michelle did and have more than one person claim a rewards link. Then what do? Then you want to reach out to those people, thank them for wanting to be somebody that's going to be a rewards customer or a rewards person, and coach them up a little bit. Give them a little bit of guidance. Okay, I want to help you maximize the rewards. This is how you do it. I'm going to give you 3 posts or 4 posts to post for the next 4 days. That's it. Just post 1 post a day for the next 4 or 5 days. It's the same thing that we were doing before, but revamped in a way that it creates conversation, even with people that have done it before. Amber, you raising your hand?
Sorry. I know, the other day I asked in the chat if anybody knew how you could forward this to GoDaddy. I don't know if anybody here does that, but I was doing that with my other parties, and the short little rewards link that they give you wasn't working. Every time I would put in my website that I have through GoDaddy, it would just show an error. You couldn't pull it up. So if you actually click on, I don't know if you guys will be able to see it, but if you click the little I that's next to that link, it gives you a full link to be able to put into GoDaddy. It says you want to use that link for redirecting URLs. So I figured that out. if anybody GoDaddy, but it's
that's
just easier
a great tip. So if you have your own private URL that you're using for your business that is not uniqueproducts.com, let's just say for me, mine is thebeautyinfusion.com. And anyone that goes to my business page knows that thebeautyinfusion.com is my brand. So what I have is that forwarded just to my basic unique site. I don't update it every 10 days, but you can update it so that people are actually buying from a party versus buying from your site, so that rewards are claimed. So that's what Amber is talking about, for those of you that aren't sure what she was even referencing with the GoDaddy links.
I understood what she was talking about as far as doing that, but how to do it, because I already use my URL to be just Live Life Loud. When they go, click on that, they'll go straight to the unique page. But how would you change it back and forth, or is it just adding a different link?
Every 10 days, you would go to, on your Live, Laugh, Love GoDaddy account, you would go to where it says redirect. You pasted your unique site into that. Like, there was a field at some point where you posted where you wanted it to be redirected to. So every 10 days, you would have to update that to the new link
For
that
a
you
new
have.
body link.
Yes. So you'd have to go to your GoDaddy account every time and update it.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Anybody else have any questions? April's got a question. Oh, unmute you. Oh.
I'm just commenting what I did. So when I went live on the 1st, because I wanted to let everybody know that I requalified as blue and put out into the universe about running for green immediately after, I said the first 3 ladies that comment on my live right now are going to be my 3 top ladies of the month, which means I'm going to assign you a link. One person is going to get the first 10 days of the month. Second person is going to get the second 10 days of the month. Third person is going to get the last 10 days of the month. And every order that I have personally, I will add to your link, whichever day of the month it falls on. I'm also going to count on you. I'm not telling them, but I'm saying you want these rewards, and I'm going to count on you to share my live, share my posts, share what I have, and you have the option to attach your link to it to increase your rewards. That's how I put it out there. So it's kind of like affiliate links, but it's giving them, and I'm just having 3 for the month, and every order for the first 10 days is going to one lady, second 10 days is going to the second, and the third's going to the third. And as they signed, I signed on the dotted line. There you go.
Oh, I love that. I love that. And what else you guys can do?
I got to keep it simple. I've got so much going on in my head right now.
I know.
No, I mean like income producing activity to get my ass to green. Like I told you, I had, when I did the post last week about, if you're working right now, drop me a heart in the comments. I'm working on something for you. I literally sold 26 $30 bundles in less than 8 hours. Invoices sent, paid in full, blew my mind. $680 in PRS in 8 hours. So I'm working on, in my brain, the same type of thing. No, with a post and a bundle, but I don't want to do mascara again. I want to do something different. I'm thinking about Splash, but a way to keep the cost down and add some extras and show appreciation in the same way, but just redirect it towards, I don't want it to be just people that are working. I want to appreciate everybody. Like, if you're a mom that turned into a teacher last week, if you're a mom who turned into a teacher last week, I got something for you, girlfriend. Like, you need to drop me a heart below. You know, like, I'm still working out all the details of it. And if I didn't get swept up in this mask nonsense today, like, oh my God, I probably would have had it ready to share with you guys. And I will share with everybody once I figure it out. but I've never sold $680 in PRS in 8 hours. And I've never had people jump on and pay invoices instantly and be so appreciative and so grateful that, you know, like I was going out of my way to make them feel special. So I have to keep these link things to a minimum. I just need to know who's getting what link for what 10 days. And then we're just going to add all the orders to that person. And hopefully you're the lucky person that gets a lot of damn orders. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, I absolutely know what you're saying. And what I wanted to add to what you had offered about it's very great because you're going to have 3 qualified parties. If you have 3 qualified parties, 10, 10, and 10, that's going to be $600 in sales minimum. Okay. But what you're going to be able to do is digest the amount of YCash you're giving away at the end of the month. And you're going to be able to say, you could actually do this right now. If you had several qualified parties or qualified links last month, how much YCash did you give away? And make a post about that. In March, I gave away $98 in free makeup. Who wants to get some free makeup this month? I'm looking for somebody to bless. I'm looking for somebody to brighten their day. That's what we're doing. They don't have to buy anything. This is such a gift to so many people. So if one of the strategies to add on to what April was saying is just to look at how much YCash you gave away last month. If it wasn't a good month, then just start from scratch and say, okay, that's what saved to memory for May. And then in May, say in April, I gave away $123 worth of free makeup. Who can I bless this month? Who can I shine a light on this month? Because April's literally giving her rewards away to her customers and her clients. And that is incredible. Okay. It's a great way to pour back into your community. You don't even have to give them the link. You can just say, right now, I personally have $500 in YCash just sitting there, just sitting there. If you have more than $50 of YCash, use it. I'm going to give away a $50 gift to somebody, a $50 shopping spree on my site to somebody this month. Who wants to earn it? Who wants it? Who can I bless? Nominate someone. Oh, nominate someone that deserves a $50 gift card, that deserves a $50 shopping spree. Because what that's going to give you is probably 50 conversations. So critical to bless people in their time of need. We don't need to ask them for anything. All we need to be is the light in their darkness. Show up every day. Be positive. Be optimistic. Don't be sharing your baby mama drama. Don't be sharing your whatever. We all go through it. But people don't come to Facebook to have more of what they already have in their home. They come to Facebook for a reprieve from what they're getting at home. We need to be a lighthouse. And the more you can be a lighthouse and the more you can give, the more you're going to receive. So maybe this month, I'm actually going to set that up as soon as I get off of here. I'm going to give away a $100 shopping spree on my site. Nominate someone that deserves it. And then I'm going to reach out to every person that nominated someone and thank them for trying to give back to their community. And I'm going to reach out to everyone that was nominated and make sure that they're a friend and let them know that they were nominated by so-and-so and ask them about what they do and why they do it. And I want to hear about their story and I want to dig in to who they are and where they're from. Because in the end, this is not a sales company. This is a networking company. This is about creating relationships and actually caring about the people that we are working with. And if you can't do that, you're in the wrong place. Go work somewhere else, a car dealership or a salon or somewhere else, because here we care about people. Here we want to serve. And that's what my team is. That's what we are. And that's why you guys are here, is because you know that that's what my heart is about. So thank you, April, for sharing all of these great tips. Thank you, all of you guys, for showing up. April is about, like, the month of April, not just April, is about to blow up. April's about to blow up. The month of April's about to blow up. It is yours to take advantage of. And the only way to fail this month is to not even try. Thank you guys for showing up. Thank you for committing to your business. And I can't wait to see all the promotions that happen this month. I love you guys.